One of the nice things about living in a diverse community, all the choices, foods, festivals, music. Our next story is about another group of people who, well, like the fish fry crew, they get together to create something. This nourishes us in a different kind of way.
Welcome to the Festival of African American Spirituals. This rehearsal is part of a two-day celebration of this unique and historic choral art form. The festival is being presented by the Legend Singers, one of the oldest African American choirs in the country. For more than 60 years, the Legend Singers have been giving voice to their cultural heritage by performing African American folk music and spirituals. With its origins in slavery, dating back to the 1700s, the spiritual has been described as the slave's therapeutic response to his daily life.
Sing together, children, don't you get weary. Sing together, children, don't you get weary.
In order to know where you're going, you have to know where you came from. And our music is just a history of how we've come from slavery, through slavery, to the times that we have now. And then not only that, it is wonderful music. It's great music. Songs of faith, songs of freedom, songs of future life in heaven. A lot of joyous songs. Now some are sad, but most are uplifting and hopeful.
Participants have come here to Normandy High School from local churches to work on vocal style, interpretation, and performance. The Legend Singers are no stranger to this kind of practice. The rich, beautiful sound of these voices comes from raw talent and hard work. Weekly rehearsals for the Legend Singers mean 2 hours of repetition and refinement. But everyone seems to enjoy the opportunity to come together and sing.
It's just a joy to come every Thursday, and I love to sing. I love any kind of music, but this music is just special, you know, to sing, and it's a joy.
Pretty much
we sing
everywhere
we
go.
sing at Legend Singers, we sing at church, we sing in symphonic, we sing all the time, 3 nights a week and all day Sunday.
We put our heart and soul into it, which makes it sound even more spiritual, which is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and remember, it is my fa for you. Okay, ready?
My father may not know.
About half of this choir of 24 has had formal voice training. But many of the Legend Singers over the years, including Dr. Wilson, began their music education at Sumner High School with the late founder of the group, who became a legend himself. The founder of the Legend Singers, Dr. Kenneth Brown Billups, was a graduate of Sumner High School. He later became a music teacher and the choral director here. It was in Dr. Billups' a cappella choir that many of the Legend Singers had their first exposure to musical excellence.
When I was a student, I was scared to death of him. But he was also very inspiring. In fact, he was the reason that I really went into music. Nobody could direct a choir like Dr. Billups could.
One of the main things that struck me about him, he was a person who wanted to have things done the right way.
Billups often recruited the best voices from his a cappella choir at Sumner to be part of the Legend Singers. And that gave kids musical opportunities they never dreamed possible.
We sang with the Metropolitan Opera. When they came and said we were on stage in the Aida. So there are lots of things that we got to do from high school students that you just didn't have a chance to do. So it was very challenging.
Billups taught for almost 30 years at Sumner High School, and he is remembered in the school's Hall of Fame. Billups was just a 22-year-old college graduate when he founded the Legend Singers in 1940. He was head of a music project for young people, sponsored by a New Deal jobs program. He chose 18 of those 61 in the program to become his Legend Singers, a choir that would be dedicated to the indigenous music of the black experience. Under Billups' direction, the Legend Singers became an accomplished group of vocalists. They sang in churches, schools, and various community events. No longer just a youth choir, they soon began appearing in professional venues. 1942 marked the first of many appearances at the Muni Opera in shows like Showboat and Porgy and Bess. They have performed compositions by many well-known black composers, both spiritual and secular.
Blessed holiday season to our God's Musical World viewers. Tomorrow is
Billups was an accomplished composer, and the Legend Singers brought many of his works to life on their weekly television program, God's Musical World. The Legend Singers have shared the stage with the St. Louis Symphony, Count Basie, Cab Calloway, and Duke Ellington. Ellington's jazz classics are an important part of their repertoire. Performing for these high school students is part of the educational outreach that is so important to the mission of the Legend Singers.
I feel that if we're going to keep our music alive, it's with the young children. And that's where I have a strong interest. I want to do something that will make them aware of our heritage and proud of our heritage, and then want to sing and keep our music alive.
It's been 20 years since Dr. Ken Billups died, but the Legend Singers live on. And as long as they keep singing, their voices will carry on his legacy to preserve and perform and pass on the music of their African American heritage.